I should start off by mentioning that Canada has the highest percentage of post-secondary educated citizens in the world. And I was actually talking to a family from Japan yesterday, and they were firmly of the belief that Japan or Singapore were number one. But actually, Canada has the highest educated citizenry in the world, which is a great fun fact for us to talk about. Our education system ranks very high in the PISA rankings, especially amongst English-speaking countries. Our education system here really values inquiry, academic freedom, but it's also grounded in a very strong social safety net and a very stable civic society as a Western democracy and all the trappings of that. It's a country that firmly believes in investing in education and people. It makes it an ideal place to learn and grow. Well, we're very fortunate here to live in Victoria. It's known as the Garden City in Canada. It has an outstanding climate, the mildest. It's on the Pacific Ocean, which benefits from the beautiful weather. It's definitely one of Canada's most beautiful and safest cities. In fact, Condé Nast, the famous traveler magazine, ranked it as the best small city in the world. And it's also been ranked as one of the most walkable cities in the world. And it's gifted with, lots of biking, walking trails, and it's home to many of Canada's Olympic teams. Most students live within minutes of the Pacific Ocean, old-growth Pacific rainforest. We're close to the University of Victoria. We're a university and government town, Victoria being the capital of British Columbia. And it has a very vibrant downtown core with the highest number of restaurants per capita in Canada, which is another interesting fun fact. It's actually a perfect launch pad for our outdoor learning and urban engagement that we build into our program. We really have the best of both worlds living here in Victoria. We were the first AP school in Canada and a pioneer in AP capstone. We were actually ranked number one by the College Board in Princeton for equity and excellence of our program. And we have one of the largest programs out there with 26 advanced placement courses. And now a lot of people would say advanced placement, that's really focused on the US or North America. But I know for a fact that's just patently untrue. I had a student who was one of 22 in the world accepted to a medical science program at Cambridge University. And a lot of his background or what he brought to the table in order to get into that program was a lot of what he'd taken in the AP program. They were very interested in his AP results because it showed a very heightened level of academic achievement and inquiry. So our students, on the basis of our AP and of course on the British Columbia Ministry of Education graduation certificate known as the Dogwood Certificate, it's considered a gold standard graduation certificate that's accepted worldwide. We have both the AP and our inherent curriculum together, which is really a powerhouse, and we're considered one of the top academic schools in the country. Our graduating class this year was 168 students. They had over 800 acceptances to over 150 post-secondary institutions worldwide, and they won $3.9 million in scholarship. And that 3.9 will probably go up because being teenagers, not all of them self-report their scholarship amounts that they've won. We also have Moorhead Cain winning scholars at the school. We've won the Moorhead Cain, which is, of course, one of the most prestigious merit scholarships in the world, 4 times in the last 8 years. We had a Loran Scholar, which is the most prestigious merit scholarship in Canada for any undergraduate, full-ride undergraduate program in Canada. And also, we've had Robertson Scholar, one of 36 in the world, an international student who won a full ride to UNC Chapel Hill and Duke University. It's a combined program there. We've had some tremendous success. We have over 150 courses in our co-curricular program. We have a huge amount of offering and diversity. Being a Canadian school, we tend to look at post-secondary from a more global viewpoint. We'll send students to the top universities in the US, in Canada, the UK, Australia, and also in Europe. We have a student this year who's going to the top business school in Spain. It's considered one of the top, or ETH Zurich in Switzerland, which is the top technical engineering science. It's sort of the MIT of Europe. We have some remarkable achievement, and our philosophy is not to stream kids just to Ivy League universities or Russell Group universities. It's to find the best program and the best fit. We do that through our University Counseling and Academic Advising Department, which is staffed by 5 full-time university counselors who work with students from grades 9 right through to graduation to help them work out their pathway and where's the best place for them to go and the best way to get there. We also have, unique to our school, an experiential program with two distinct streams: outdoor sustainability and STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Both take students out of the classroom to work in real-world challenges in companies. They work with researchers and community organizations, and it's a really powerful way to learn problem-solving, teamwork, and leadership in a real-world scenario. It prepares them very well for life beyond school. We refer to them as house parents, and that's how we perceive them. They really do parent in the absence of students being far away from their homes, and they do a tremendous job. And they're obviously essential to our boarding experience. One of the key differences in our system is that our house parents actually apply to be house parents. You have to apply, and you have to go through quite a strict and stringent process to become a house parent, and it's not just a duty. They're full-time educators who apply for the role out of the passion and willingness to work with kids, not to see it just as a duty, as I said. They live on campus. The senior and senior assistant house parents live in boarding with the students, and they provide the day-to-day care, guidance, and mentorship that the young people need. We have a very high ratio, I would say, of house parents to students. So we have there's 6 house parents per house. The ratio works out to be about 1 house parent per 6 students. And that's a slightly higher ratio than you would typically get. And they offer really an excellent standard of pastoral care, mentorship, and as I said, actual parenting. Again, being based on the British tradition, but also being a Canadian school, we have a house system. Our houses each have their own unique culture and their own music and their own colors, and the houses compete against each other. They also have their own sort of system of government within the house prefect system. But there's a lot of structure, but there's also a lot of community. That's the defining word of residential life at SMUS, is the sense of community. It's actually a student who's in grade 10. His name is Liam Pope Lau, and he received really huge accolades recently and really made the school very proud. He received international recognition for his invention of a device called Life Heat, and it's a self-heating survival pack that you can wear, and it will prevent hypothermia. And this has been picked up by everything from the navies around the world to casual recreational boaters. Anybody that could essentially be in a position where they could end up in the water and suffer from hypothermia. It also has an application in cold weather, or being up in the snow or in the mountains, sort of thing. As the incoming club head of the business leadership program, he was invited to Ottawa and hosted by the Governor General of Canada, who is having her Innovation Awards at Rideau Hall, which is her residence. And there he met with CEOs and venture capitalists who are all at the forefront of technology and business and leadership in Canada. He won the big award for the Ingenious and National Award in Entrepreneurship and Technology, and he's all of 15, 16 years old. That's a remarkable achievement. He received a lot of support from the school. A lot of his work on his invention was carried out at the school. It's really been a tremendous, and we don't think he's finished yet. He's got a lot of accolades and awards ahead of it, and we're very proud of that achievement. But I would say he exemplifies the kind of student that we have at the school. And as I said, we're very proud of him. There's a myriad of activities available to students. We have over 65 clubs and councils, but those students particularly love music performances, theater, debate, open mic nights, which are also stand-up comedy, house events, which could be house dinners and house games, various athletics tournaments that we host, all kinds of excursions around the school, and of course city trips. But there's always something happening, from film screenings to dodgeball tournaments. They live a very full and active life. In fact, I always tell students the biggest thing you learn may not be math and may not be English or chemistry or whatever, it's time management, because you can just take on so much.